I just want to take a minute to introduce Alison and tell a little bit about VHL. This is one of our surviving, thriving, and crafting campaign ideas for this time during the coronavirus, that the VHL Alliance is coming together to share some things and keep active and keep connected. So as long as we're together and we're still surviving and thriving, things will be great. So VHL is a genetic form of cancer where tumors pop up in up to 10 different organs of a person's body throughout their lifetime. So we have Alison here with us today from the UK. She is a VHL warrior because her husband has VHL. And she is going to tell us a little bit about her story and then tell us about her love for crochet, and maybe even we'll get to see some of her beautiful work that she's done. Alison?
Hi all. I'm very nervous, so excuse me. So yeah, Tim, my husband, is a VHL warrior. He first got diagnosed when he was a teenager. Up until 2017, it only kind of manifested in his eyes. He had quite a lot of light, laser treatment, detached retina, etc. And then in 2017, he got a kidney tumour, and that's kind of when things started happening for us. Before that, Tim was classed as mosaic. It didn't show up in his genes. So we've got 2 children, 9 and 14, and they couldn't really be tested because we couldn't find the mutation. But after he had the kidney tumour removed, they found the mutation. Excuse me. Basically, the kids were tested and they're both fine. But that were a really, really worrying time. Thankfully, we're over that now. So that's great. Sorry about that. So moving on to the crochet. Crocheting did help me loads through that. The time Tim was in hospital, I was sat and I did a lot of crocheting. Show you a few examples. Sorry. Here's a blanket that I did. It doesn't look quite simple, but it's really simple to do. This is called a corner to corner, and it's really, really quite easy to do. I do tons and tons of these shawls, triangle shawls. Again, once you get all the stitches, they're really, really easy to do. This is one of my favourite pieces. Can't think what it's called, mandala, I think. I like things like that. So yeah, so I'm over that now. I'm over the hysterics. So move on and get you a little bit, get a bit of a lesson on crocheting. So you need a hook, any size you want really. I've got a 6 today, and then just any old yarn really. Heidi mentioned before she's got some that's a bit splitter, so sometimes it's a bit harder to use than others, but sometimes you can just get a good one, you'll be fine. So we're starting with a slip knot. There's lots of different ways to do it, but I kind of hold my yarn, you get a little bit of a twist in it, and then pull through, and there you've got your slip knot. Then you just slip your hook on and tighten it up a little. I'm going to show you a granny square because it's quite simple. So now you're going to chain. Now I always chain about 6. It just gives you a good loop to start off with. So this is a chain. You put your yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and then pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 3. Again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now that's 6, you can see on my hook. Six stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I tend to do is join it, so you're joining from to the end loop. So this is one end, and you're going to put your hook into your last chain from the hook. So then you've got 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and go through both. So then you're left with a little loop on your hook. Then if you get your working yarn, and then you can chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So you'll have a little circle, and then this is classed as your first stitch. So the next stitch I'm going to do, in the UK, it's called a treble, but in the US, it's called a double. I learned via YouTube, so all mine is US generally, which works out okay for today. So you're going to yarn over and then go through the middle of your loop, yarn over, pull through, and then you yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So now you've got your chains, which is classed as your first stitch, and then another stitch on your hook. Now we're going to yarn over again, through your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first cluster. So now we're going to chain 2 and do another cluster. So 1, 2. If you can see here, I'm just catching the little bit that I started off with along the loop, and then I won't have to sew it in later. So I'm going to yarn over, go through my loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm sorry if you can't see it very well. I'm trying to get closer, but I can't help it. And again, so you're going to yarn over, through your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Same again. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you've got your first cluster, that's your first corner, and then another cluster. So you'll end up with 4 clusters, and that's the first round done. So we're going to chain 2 again now. So now we're going to yarn over, go through our loop, pull back through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And the same again. And the same again. Now you've got your 3 sides to your square. So I'm going to chain 2 again, yarn over, through your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now to finish this round, you chain 2, and then you have to put your hook through the 3rd chain of your first round. So the first one here, you're going through the 2 loops at the top. So as you can see, it's kind of into a square now. If I do one more round, it's quite tricky to show you from where I am, but I'll give it another go. So now I slip stitch into the next corner. So to slip stitch, you go into the top of the stitches from your first round. So now I'm going to chain 3 again. And that again is classed as your first stitch. Now I'm going to yarn over and go through that corner loop, yarn over into there. Then we're going to do 2 chains for your slips, for your corner. And then 3 more double stitches. So as you can see, there's another corner of your square. Now we'll go into the next corner and we'll make another double, 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles. So we've got our next 2 corners. So we're moving along to the next corner. And we're doing another double, 3 doubles, 2 chains, 3 doubles. Now we're going to go on to our last corner. So now to finish that round, again, you slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your first round. Can't quite find it. No, it's a bit tricky. So there's your square. So I'm sorry it was a bit quick, but I was extremely nervous.
Alison, that is just beautiful. I'm going along with you, but mine doesn't look anything as nice as yours. But hopefully I'll be able to watch it a few times and learn a little bit more.
There are lots of really good YouTube videos out there, but with my nerves, it's just going a bit too quick, I think. I'm trying to hurry it along.
That's okay. You did a great job, and we so appreciate you taking the time to share with us today. So thank you, and stay safe and be
You
well.
too.
Okay, best to your family.
Thank you. Bye.